Welcome back to every NES game. I'm Slider, and this time we're looking at Clu Clu Land. This is one of those, early first-party NES games. It's one of those games I feel like is mostly forgotten about, outside of Nintendo themselves. It's a bit of a weird one. So it's like one of those one-screen maze games. Though as you can tell, it's not quite Pac-Man. Also, while I have played this game before, the controls are a bit difficult to get a handle of, because you don't move simply by moving in a direction. No, you have to press the button and then hold it to make him spin in the exact direction. Like, you see if he's... Yeah, just like that. It's weird to try to get used to say the least. And this is the only way to move in a different direction. Outside of, like, running into those little bouncy pad things, those springs, those whatever they are. The things that make the Mario jump sound. Okay. This is the same company that made Mario 3 on the same platform. Yeah, and the unfair thing is that you have to, like, press a button to start once you die. If you do that while the enemy's there, he's gonna instantly kill you. No invincibility frames. As you can tell, there's an instant death pit thing from the middle that summons these weird little guys. I feel like I've seen them in other video games. I don't know. Maybe because their design is so generic. They're just little spiky balls with evil eyes. For some reason, I'm reminded of the caterpillars from Skyward Sword. Maybe because those sections also took place in a little maze. Now, as for our actual goal, our goal is not to kill the enemies, that just helps us a bit. Of course, they'll respawn. What we need to do is run into these little, I guess, coins on the map. They tend to make a design. And if we can finish that design, then we can finish the level. As you can probably tell, this is like a face. Start out. Yeah, and the weird way you control things, and you have to just, like, hold on to this until you let go. And don't run into the center, don't do that. But anyway, that, like, you can just hang on there. There's, like, you know, a bunch of these things somewhere. Then it's ideal to just stay there. We're almost done, we just need, I believe, one more. There we go. Get points based on all the things we do in the level. Very basic. Obviously, this level has two of these little portal things. But yeah, this is the game, alright. We just have to make different pictures in this maze. Ah! I tried to get the clock. That didn't work out well. Maybe instead of that, I'll just try to finish the picture. Now, at first, it seems like it would be super easy to do this, but, you know, again, the controls make it a bit more difficult how you move. And also you can run into weird situations where, like, every area between these two little dots could potentially have one of these, little coin-looking items. They kind of look like giant rupees from Zelda. Like golden rupees, but, like... I'd say, like, a halfway point between Mario coins and rubies, honestly. This also seems to be a face of some sort. Come on, I think we're near the end of it. Yes. I don't know what it is exactly. Vaguely looks like a face, maybe. And as you imagine, the game just keeps going on like that. It's just a game with a bunch of levels. Not much to it. It's a bit of a weird take in, like, old arcade games. Get used to controls, it's kind of fun. Like, probably the most interesting thing about it is that because it's like a Nintendo game, it means, it hasn't really ever went away completely. Like, whenever there's a game about that, like, references a bunch of Nintendo games, like Smash Bros, for example, they'll often find a way to, like, sneak a Clu Clu Land reference in, like, maybe as, like, a trophy or something. I think even, like, there's, like, a remix on... Which I guess isn't surprising. They did a remix for the Duck Hunt theme, which I think the entirety of Duck Hunt has maybe an entire minute of music. Maybe. Yeah, I think I mostly played Clu Clu Land in NES Remix. That weird game from the Wii U era. Honestly, kind of a cool game. It's like, give you a bunch of challenges in old NES games. Like, they added a bunch of different things that were obviously not in the original. Like, different graphics to it to make it look newer. Or just strange gimmicks. Or even some crossover stuff. It was a pretty interesting game. Something Nintendo really cares that much about. It's just a cool thing to bring up now and then